Very good. Happy Monday morning to everyone out there across Wobbles Country. Landon here with you to bring you your weather and odd forecast, courtesy of On Target. We've had this stationary front that's oriented itself just southeast of the region this morning. That's going to open up the door for this area of high pressure to bring winds in here out of the west and north and west as we work throughout the day. So despite sunshine, with those westerly winds present, it is going to be a little bit cooler. But the good news is, folks, we've got a warming trend. It's going to be stretching us all the way through pretty much the entirety of this week. Let's get a look across the region. White School Weather Nest Cam getting us kicked off. Overlooking Bowling Green out there early this morning. We've got some cloud cover that's lingering, but heading east. Working out of the region this morning, we can look over the Beechtree News Sky Cam across the northwestern tier of the Wobbles community. It's showcasing clear skies over in that direction. Folks, loads of sunshine expected throughout the day, but it is going to be a cold start for us. Temperatures currently hanging out right around the mid-20s. Region-wide, we're going to be bumping highs up roughly 20 degrees with those winds that are present. We'll be looking at highs this afternoon. Should be pegging right around the mid-40s across the entire region. A little bit better view of the latest surface map. You can see that area of low pressure and that associated front. Going to continue to slide off down to the south and east, opening up the door for that area of high pressure to nudge in here. As it does so, we'll be looking at a steady uptick in those winds as we work throughout the day as well, especially as we progress into this afternoon and evening. We'll have a few gusts out there, 10 to 15 miles an hour this morning. You can see, folks, as we work into this afternoon, but especially this evening, we're going to have winds of the magnitude of 15 to 30 miles an hour at times before we continue to see that in the Tuesday into Wednesday time frame. And folks, this is going to be associated with winds coming in out of the south and west. So this is what is going to result in our warming trend here as we work pretty much throughout the entirety of the week. All right, here's a look at our temperature trends as we work throughout the day. As previously mentioned, we should be pegged right around the mid-40s this afternoon. Model guidance isn't quite as bullish on the temperature readings this afternoon. It thinks we'll make it to around the 40-degree mark, but with winds turning out of the west and southwesterly, loads of sunshine anticipated, I think we're going to achieve right around the mid-40s, if not even a few of us slipping towards the upper 40s before the end of the day. Now let's talk about what's going to be in store as we progress throughout the week, because we have an active pattern that's going to shape up here as we get into the last half of the work week on into the start of the weekend. You will note here, folks, as we work throughout today on into tomorrow and Wednesday as well, we're going to have a pressure gradient that's set up. Low pressure to our north, high pressure to our south is going to be working in tandem to attempt to bring in those winds out of the south and west. So it's going to be gusty throughout much of this week with those winds pouring in here. Not only will the winds be bringing in warmer temperatures, but that's going to be transporting moisture into our vicinity as well. Take a look here, folks. We are focusing on the Thursday and Friday time frame for whenever this next weather maker is going to arrive. Low pressure system, counterclockwise flow is going to be pulling all that deep, warm, moist air out of the Gulf right over our vicinity. And that area of low pressure is not going to be making it to us until we work into Thursday afternoon on into our Thursday evening, okay? So we're going to be looking at the arrival of the rainfall anywhere between roughly early to late afternoon in the Thursday time frame, but the heaviest rainfall will follow suit throughout our Thursday night on into our Friday morning. Here we are looking at the Thursday evening time frame. You can see that deepening surface low. Widespread rain showers will be the name of the game throughout this time. The good news is instability is lacking. We might get a few rumbles of thunder, but we are not anticipating severe weather. So guidance has backed off on the instability. It was showing a little bit there towards the latter half of last week, but that is good news for us because we don't want any inclement weather, severe or winter. Hopefully we can get just this plain Jane rain in here. That'll be present across the region. You can see here working throughout our Thursday evening into our Friday morning. That is whenever the heaviest rainfall will be impacting the region. Wraparound moisture will continue throughout the Friday time frame, and yes, even potentially lingering into the start of our Saturday with the low pressure pulling off. but counterclockwise flow might be pulling around that moisture on the back side of it to keep some hit-miss rain showers around by sunrise Saturday. But folks, after that, we're going to be looking at it clearing out of here, loads of sunshine coming back in, winds turning out of the south, and we'll be warming right back up throughout the weekend with more sunshine to finish out there as we work into Sunday, okay? Progressing into next week, not a whole lot going on. We look to remain in a relatively quiet pattern. We will be in somewhat of a battle zone with a colder air peg just to our north, warmer air to our south. Northerly flow will continue throughout that time frame. But folks, long story short, outside of we work into the Thursday to Saturday time frame, it looks like we could have another week before our next weather maker arrives here out of the south and west. Coming along with that weather maker, though, folks, is going to be the potential for copious amounts of rainfall. We're going to be looking at rainfall initially beginning at some point on Thursday afternoon, continuing all the way through at least the pre-dawn hours on Saturday morning. Right now, folks, with what guidance is showcasing, we're going to have precipitable water values well above average for this time of year. We can have some torrential rainfall at times during this period. And right now, as you can see, 1.5 up to 3 inches of total rainfall can't be rolled out with that active pattern we're going to deal with here through roughly the last half of the week. Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast, courtesy of Ohio Valley Insurance. Loads of sunshine today. Those breezy winds, though, folks, it will still bring a little chill to the air, with highs right around the mid-40s. Low in mid-50s Tuesday into Wednesday, perhaps sneaking up to near the 60-degree mark by Wednesday afternoon. We'll take it, despite gusty southerly winds. And then steady uptick in cloud cover throughout our Thursday morning. Hit-and-miss rain chances arrive Thursday afternoon, become widespread Thursday night, all the way through our Friday, lingering Friday night, and finally tapering off throughout our Saturday, with, again, folks, as you can see, sunshine should work in here by Saturday afternoon with highs pegged right up near the 60-degree mark yet again. Friends, and to wrap up your Monday morning weather and night forecast, courtesy of On Target, you all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a